That's it. I don't want to hear anything else. This was pretty crazy too. This is pretty crazy. I can't believe Rogan hasn't talked about this yet. This was nuts, no?
Water in vicinity of Brooklyn Bridge, over.
Medical attention.
Oh, okay.
Guys, we told EMS to stage on the Brooklyn side, and then they're going to go to Pier 16 as well. So wherever we decide to bring them, you or us, they're going to be units on both sides.
Here we are.
Insane.
Injured on board.
This is nuts.
We have one false alert for a person in the water, but we haven't.
This is Mexico. Mexico's pissed. They're like, for what you did to us, sending all of these people back to our country. You will not get away with this, America. Yeah, and they just sent over a ship. I'd consider this an act of war. That's what I would do. I'm surprised Donald Trump hasn't declared. This is an act of war. This is crazy. Condolences to the 2 people who passed away. Many others were injured in this whole thing. It was very, very weird. Let me see if I can find any of the tinfoil stuff in regards to this. A couple of people were talking about, first off, they were saying it was the Mexican Navy that was involved for this. And hey, man, if this is how your Navy operates, you suck. Not you specifically, but your Navy definitely does suck. You have an absolutely terrible Navy, if that's the case. Benny Johnson posted something about it. Oh yeah, there's this there's this girl. This is crazy. She's just standing there. She's like, so pretty. It's so oh my God. Just giggling. 2 people fell to their deaths. Those girls are just giggling, you know? Yeah, this is how it goes. Let me see. What else do I got? I know I had. Oh, yeah, there is. There's some more. Benny Johnson. Absolutely stunning metaphor. A ship blaring Mexican music, flying the Mexican flag, just destroyed the Brooklyn Bridge. Can't make this up. Yeah. He's basically. Everybody. They never should have let Joe Biden pilot that Mexican. It was Joe Biden behind the wheel. He's just like, I got this. I drove all sorts of ships, throughout my whole career. I was in the Air Force. We always had to drive boats like this. What? Yeah, Elon Musk taught me how to drive this. What is this thing, a Tesla? What's this part do? Why is everybody screaming? You're congratulating me, aren't you? You're congratulating me because I did a good job. Thank you. Thank you. Who are those 2 people that are dead over there? Anyway, guys. Crazy. They should have waited for low tide, perhaps. They shouldn't have sailed the ship towards the Brooklyn Bridge, I think. I think that's what shouldn't have happened. I don't know. You know? People speculated that there might have been a boat tugging this whole thing and that the boat was supposed to tell them that if it was too high or not. I don't know, man. The whole thing just seems ridiculous to me. You know? Just smashing things like that. I had another thing. People were coming up with theories about that whole thing. I can't remember. No, I won't find it. Let's move on. So many bookmarks. Just ripping through the bookmarks here. There's so many. Anyway. Oh, God. This is what we fall on? What does this have to say?
Syndrome. I'm an optimistic person. I'm not hysterical. I laugh when people say, oh, you've got Trump derangement syndrome. I think if you're a reasonable person, you should have Trump derangement syndrome. Right. And by the way, I think he has derangement syndrome about us, too. The fact of the matter is, this is a dangerous person. This is a stupid person. And that's a bad combination. And I'm an optimistic person.
Oh, God. Joe Scarborough wearing pants like this. Jimmy Kimmel talking the way he's talking. It's just ridiculous. It's a sad thing to say, but eventually we're going to end up with Jimmy Kimmel on MSNBC. That's what's going to happen, guys. He's going to be on there. He's going to be a part of some morning show, some male version of The View. It's going to be terrible. I can feel it. I can see it coming, man, because his days are almost numbered being on that show. I think they're going to retire him out of that late night show if they haven't already. And then he's going to jump over to mainstream news. Because, they don't just get rid of operatives. If they got somebody who's an operative who's willing to just push every single agenda talking point that they have, they usually keep them around. They spread them around. Like Jen Psaki, right? They made sure to just bring Jen around. Like, let's just keep you. Damn, he used to be on the Man Show. He used to be on the Man Show. He used to host the Man Show. The Man Show was made around him. He was I don't know if it was his idea exactly, but he was the first person. Joe Rogan ended up being a host alongside of him of the Man Show. It's nuts. Nuts. I can't stand JK. It's disturbing. People follow him. Yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird. And any type of liking of him is just super weird. Where are we at? 9:19 already. Let's jump over. Hold on, let me play this quick. I like to play a little something if I have to go to the washroom. I like to leave you guys with a little something if I'm...
A Democratic Congresswoman now facing federal charges for alleged misconduct toward law enforcement during the chaotic protest outside a New Jersey ICE facility earlier this month.
Madeline Rivera is live in Washington with the details. Good morning, Maddie.
Good morning. Prosecutors tell our Alexis McAdams that the acting U.S. Attorney for New Jersey, Alina Habba, reviewed several pieces of video from that protest, some of which has not yet even been released to the public. Habba said on X, New Jersey Representative LaMonica McIver assaulted federal agents. So Habba's office is charging her with that, along with interfering with law enforcement. Meantime, they're dropping a misdemeanor charge against Newark Mayor Ras Baraka, who was arrested that day for trespassing. In a statement, McIver says, in part, the charges against me are purely political. They mischaracterize and distort my actions and are meant to criminalize and deter legislative oversight. She says federal agents were the ones who escalated the situation when she and 3 other Democratic members of Congress went to that ICE facility, Delaney Hall. DHS says video shows her shoving and body slamming an officer. You can see her there in the red. McIver, however, denied that.
We were simply there to do our job, therefore oversight visit, and what you're watching in the video, and we don't have all of the body cam, and we hope that all of the body cam is released. It was very difficult to watch that happen, but absolutely, I did not body slam anyone.
Democratic leadership are furious, accusing the Trump administration of trying to intimidate Congress. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries says the criminal charge against Congresswoman LaMonica McIver is extreme, morally bankrupt, and lacks any basis in law or fact.
That guy has such dead eyes. His eyes are so dead, Like, who knows what happened to this guy? Or if he's a clone or something. Honestly, I look at him and I'm like, oh, this guy was made in a factory. The worst.
He says members of Congress are legally allowed to show up at any federal facility unannounced to conduct oversight. And that's notable because DHS says the entire scuffle could have been avoided had the representatives followed protocol and given 24 hours notice ahead of their visit. Today, the House Judiciary Subcommittee on Oversight is holding a hearing where they will perhaps talk about some of those protocols along with threats to ICE operations. Lawrence Ainsley and Brian.
Thanks, Maddie. It's good. So the mayor gets off. The mayor, okay, we're going to leave you alone. They say, according to Alexis, she said investigators told her that MacGyver blocked police from putting handcuffs on the mayor on the inside of the ICE facility. That is why the agents were forced to wait and handcuff the mayor outside, which was confusing because I'm thinking to myself, why didn't they take him inside? She actually stood in the way. So that is, of course, you're going to be charged. How can you block an agent from cuffing the mayor or anybody? 18 U.S. Code 111A1, assaulting, resisting, and impeding certain officers. It's very clear. A is very clear. In general, whoever forcibly assaults, resists, opposes, impedes, intimidates, or interferes. Period.
Yep.
It's just that simple.
Alina Habba said it can't be overlooked. It is her job to protect law enforcement. And when law enforcement's they have to have the backs of our lawmakers. And so they have to know that's why so many people didn't want to be police officers, because no one was getting their backs. They were getting blamed for everything. So now you have an administration that wants to back the blue. And why is that a crime? It shouldn't be. They should be safe. They should feel safe to do their jobs. Peaceful protesting, fine, but not this.
Look at her. Like, why do they think they can even do this? This is so crazy.
She was bulldozing her way through. I don't see body
right there. She's pushing the police.
I mean, what are you doing?
If it was any other American, this wouldn't even be a conversation. Everyone would know that they would have to pay the piper. But Hakeem Jeffries said previously that this was a red line for him.
What happens if they were to go and arrest these members, or if they would try to sanction them here in the House of Representatives?
They'll find out. It's a red line. It's very clear. First of all, I think that the so-called Homeland Security spokesperson is a joke. It's been made loudly and abundantly clear to the Trump administration. We're not going to be intimidated by their tactics. He's the most unpopular president in American history after his first 100 days. Give me a break. No one's intimidated by this dude. No one. And so there are clear lines that they just dare not cross.
It's not about
like, what does that even mean? Who on earth do you think you are? You're talking about red lines and whatnot. So ridiculous. Yeah, man. Timu Obama. Yeah, that's exactly it, right? Demoned. Yeah, something's up with this guy. His eyes are just, there's nothing there when he talks. There's just nothing there. It's weird. It's really weird. Anytime I hear him speak, it just seems like there's just nothing inside of him. It's weird, man. I don't know. Anyway, we gotta move on. Gotta move on here. I got another hour because I've been trying to prioritize sleep because that's a big thing now. You know, I'm waking up every day. I'm exercising every day. It's getting real. We're going hard in the exercise realm right now, and I'm gonna be jacked soon. Oh, you wait and see. You wait and see, man. The female viewership is gonna skyrocket. I tell you something. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. You guys are gonna be so upset. You guys are gonna be like, get a room, man. This is crazy. I'm telling you. So you guys are gonna be saying that all the time. Just wait. You just wait. First time chat. Real lonesome fet. What's going on, man? First time in here. What's up? What's up? How you doing, man? We've been here for a while now. Little while. This is a shorter stream.